Halló? Na.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa.
Mit
It can be
írjak?
used to levitate
Izé.
objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
Mindent átírtam, csak a játékot nem, ja. Na most jó, köszi. Szevasztok, szevasz, Oszti, titkos, messzi, Skorpió, szevasztok. Na, azt sem tudom már, hogy hol álltunk, meg azt néztem, hogy ezek már laggolok. Kurvára megnézem, hogy most mi a franc van. Közepesen van. Jó, Ray Tracing kikapcsolva. DLSS teljesítmény. Jó, megnézem még, hogy még fut-e valami fasság, amit nem kéne, hogy fusson. Szerintem más nem. Ja, jók leszünk így, remélem, hogy jó lesz. Na, és akkor ott tartottunk, hogy fogalmam sincs, már videókat néztem, hogy mit, hogy merre kell majd csinálni. Térképkamera. Menjünk oda. Le fogom vinni még jobban. Én ezt nem értem. Nem értem. Hát azért múltkor már jól ment. Most miért baszakszik velem? Így még szét fogja baszni az egészet. Nem is tudom, hogy ez kellene. Faszomat tényleg ebbe már, hogy nem... FPS.
I was hoping to see you.
Ezért szöveget látjátok? Ez nem zavar be, ugye?
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Eldridge Diggory's portrait in the common room told me about his great niece, Helen.
His great niece?
Yes, she used to be an Auror. Well, she took me to Azkaban to meet Anne Thisbe.
You went to Azkaban?
Quite an experience. But you see, Anne knew Richard Jackdaw before he died, so I had to find his ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising.
Nagy merengő.
A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the Portkey, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces. traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool
Confringo.
the situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Mondjuk.
What are you up to now?
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
I have a brother who works at Gringotts. Couldn't pay.
Quickly now. Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
Petrificus Totalis.
Well done.
There must be something here. Ramrock. There must be something here. Ramrock.
Petrificus Totalis.
Well, this might be the best meal I've had in years. No, I mean it. I don't think I shall need to eat again till next week. There must be something here. Ramrock said so. Leviosa.
Accio.
Myself doing this sort of thing forever, though. Fancy I'll have my own operation worked out one day. People working for me.
Petrificus Totalis. Revelio. Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
I will draw blood.
Potato!
Not quite.
Accio. Leviosa.
You can't stop us. That was meant for me. What is it? Pity.
Accio. Potato. Leviosa.
Borzasztó.
Accio.
Iszonyat csúnya.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. Revelio. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Revelio.
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sam Bakar's tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Command it to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. A reservoir of ancient magic, downstairs, near the entry. Revelio. I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section. Revelio. That must have done something. Best have a look around. Revelio. Revelio. More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. Revelio. These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time. Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Protego. Accio. Levioso. Confringo. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. What have the keepers planned for me? These look familiar. Accio! Revelio. Accio. Was it Accio we used before?
Nem. Bugra bug. Szavasz, Laca. És te választottad a Gryffindort? Vagy kiválasztottad, vagy megcsináltad a weboldalon a tesztet?
What did that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway.
Whoa. Itt nem az van, mint ami itt.
Revelio.
Ó. Aha. Térden
More
picit.
statues. Revelio.
Ó, de jó. Na.
Protego. Stupefy. Accio. Expelliarmus.
Na, ez a...
Levioso. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Not making this easy on me. Revelio. Accio.
Na az... Azt nagyon adnám. Tényleg egy MMO ilyen szinten... Az nagyon jó lenne.
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides.
Mi van? Az igen.
Accio.
Ide-oda járkálsz, azt úgy eltűnik. Aha.
What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different.
Reméljük, reméljük. És adnám nagyon. Jó tanács. Nagy quest előtt mindig ürítsd ki az inventoryt. Van egy olyan érzésem, hogy vissza kell menni.
I need to see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway. Accio! Revelio! I'll never get used to these floors. Revelio. Expelliarmus.
Azt hiszem rosszat. De miért?
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Wow.
Revelio.
Tehát köszönöm szépen.
Accio. Accio. Now to see what's changed on each side of this archway. Accio. Things are definitely different on either side of the archway. But how? Accio. What if I stood on one platform and used Accio on the other? That ought to work.
Remélem nem hagytam hátra valamit.
Revelio.
Ajaj. Ajaj. Egy olyan érzésem, hogy most itt valami biszi-bosszi lesz.
Revelio. Don't like the look of this.
Ennek már kevésbé örülök.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Accio. Leviosa. Accio.
Aha. Aha. Boss time!
Confringo.
Hoppá.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Protego. Expelliarmus! Confringo! Potato! Stupid one! Expelliarmus!
Nem
What a
tudom.
relief.
Én most nekem ez volt az első bosszom. Tehát lehet, hogy mindig ugyanezt a bosst láttad. Ja.
Another pencil.
Ó. A DLSR az működik.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
Vissza akarja hozni, mi?
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take.
Az... Komolyan ezek millásgép kell ahhoz, hogy ez játék jó fusson.
Every
Nem
year
értem.
a student sees something sillier than I could ever
Vagy csak
imagine in their
érzékeny
teens.
vagyok
Oh,
rá.
Miss Morgana, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
Mindjárt mondom.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Pacing-et be kell kapcsolni, az az, ami most így zavar. A másik, hogyha megnézed, néha így nagyon lerontja. Azért, mert most a DSLR az be van kapcsolva, mert valamiért megint így lezuhant az FPS. Mindjárt megnézzük, hogy a vészünk az... Mert így most tök jó, csak amikor mondjuk azért valami durvább és megakadna a gép, még mindig nem értek, hogy miért, akkor akkor lerontja a minőséget, és akkor kicsit csúnya, de legalább nem akad.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of San Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next Pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
Újabb gyűjteni való. Na, ősz van. És még így is. Úristen.
I should ask Sirona at the...
Le kéne mennem. Ez térképet akartam. Le kéne mennem az alaksorba. Terem, lépcsőház. Lehet, hogy az igen. Lehet, hogy az, hogy tényleg egy csomó mindent kell betöltenie, de akkor is bosszantó, mert egyébként amikor futkározok, akkor is megcsinálja ugyanezt a kis akadásokat.
About a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
Please see me
Revelio.
once you have completed the tasks I've set for you. I would like to teach you Descendo, useful for pulling objects to the ground.
Ez itt a bejárata a izének. Hopp.
Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented.
Revelio. Revelio.
Ezek a csengő hangok, ez azt mutatja, hogy honnan jön, vagy merre van ez a papír, geci. Ott a izé. Futhatunk le. A seprő, nem engedi a seprőt. Most hol van? Ez az. Ez az. Ebből is össze kell gyűjteni, vagy azt hiszem 16-ot.
Revelio.
Ezeket kéne gyűjteni, csak először meg kéne találni az emberkénket. Fölvesszük a küldit. Valami gondokkal kéne dumcsiznunk. De az más küldi.
What are you up to now?
Revelio.
Küldetések.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Adrián, köszi szépen a követést. Benji, szevasz.
Ain't nobody
Adrián, azért nem vagyok, mert egész héten... Ó, mohókám, köszönöm szépen. Tonák vagyok, köszi szépen, Nagy Dávid. Köszönöm szépen a követést, sziasztok, hello. Yes, Django, köszi a farkasvoli nyitást. Csóró, Bendegúz, Berserker, Janika, The Big Fly, Kodó, köszönöm szépen a követéseket. Ó, szervusz, legenda, London, szevasztok, üdvözlök mindenkit. Azt a mindenit, mennyien vagytok, te, ha, szevasztok, hello, 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 mindenkinek, hello. Éppen keresem azt a küldetést, amivel megkapjuk a Alohomóra. Ez kell nekem. Alohomóra küldetés. Köszönöm szépen a követéseket. Nagyon szépen köszönöm. A hangokat is nagyon szépen köszönöm. És Niki, neked volt igazad. Itt mászkálok és pont ez kell. Hopp, az nincs nyitva még. Ja, az... Aha. Na, ez kell nekem.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you
Argoncás Pisti, köszönöm szépen a cheert.
Glad we knew. A Hogwarts caretaker. At your service.
Ne is mondd. Ja.
First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night.
Wow.
Now, if you wouldn't mind humoring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue.
Csak este lehet
Odd little
begyűjteni?
contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will.
Az is Quidditch meccs, párbajozás, de akár a közös bosszok is. Én nagyon adnék egy jó tényleg MMO-t belőle.
I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises.
De azért, jaj.
The moons, I assume,
Jó
are
van,
an
Benji, jó
uninspired
ét, köszi, hogy itt voltál.
Some jackanapes use the
Sőt,
bobbin
már
to
meg is
learn my
csinálták.
greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels.
Nem is tudom, melyik játéknak az
It
alapján.
is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why
Az egyik streamernél láttam, hogy kipróbálták azért online-vel, vagy... ez az a Skyrim, ja.
Daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. In fact, I know of 2 statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora. That's it.
Alahomora.
What about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it.
Skyrimet majd VR-ba tolom. Azt megvettem VR-ba. Aztán azt majd lehet nyomni, majd csak arra leszek kíváncsi, hogy a VR Skyrimre is lehet-e modokat földobálni. Bár szerintem simán azt a betyárját, na. Hogy ezt nem is kell berakni.
Alahomora.
Mi van? Ne, hogy még azt a... Ennyi.
Well done! You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you.
Ne segítsél, Pisti.
Area of the castle after all.
Revelio.
Olyan jó volt rájönni a izére is. Arra a hülye szobára, hogy kell megcsinálni. Úristen.
Alahomora.
Csak ez kellene, hogy így. Ez miért csak egyfelé akar működni? Ja, na, most már értem. Fú, azt... Nagyon kemény.
Revelio.
Egy kicsit olvasgatunk. Igen. Mi ez a hang? Ó, hogy a felszerelés. Ó, az is... Azonosítatlan, az már jó. Hopp, ez már második szintű. Azt egész gyors egyébként, aránylag. Nem baszakodtam olyan sokat vele. Most te merre mész? Lefelé. Csat kifele? Ha már itt vagyunk. Az kemény. Az kemény mondjuk. Hopp. Ez a legidegesítőbb amúgy. Miért nem mentem el eladni? És már 240 pénzzel lennék beljebb köve.
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between our night.
Revelio. Confringo. Leviosa.
What trickery are you up to?
Basszus! Gyere, fájtoljunk, köcsög! Az a baj, hogy greedy vagyok. De szedjük föl. Kérdés, hogy most ezeket felszettem már? Szuper. Oh, fuck. Mondjuk várjunk már. Ebbe volt egy izé. Na. Jó, gyerünk. És ez ki lett nyitva? Ki lett nyitva. Jó, szuper. Akkor nem olyan vészes. Pikpak. Jó fele megyek én. Ja.
This must be the prefect's bathroom. Hello, Hamora.
For a rebellion. Rude. Always mucking about, stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock and his lot wouldn't be so combative if the Ministry would allow them to have wands. One of those goblins comes near me, I'll hand him his hat. Or hell, I suppose. Anyway, I'm not afraid of goblins, I don't think that's what that class is for. She's right. Why don't you leave goblins alone, troll? How dare you speak to a prefect that way? I'm a prefect too, twit. That's it. 50 house points. You know you can't do that.
Revenue. Hello, Hamora. Revelio.
My young friend. I hope there are no students in the hospital wing on account of my venomous tentacular.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose, Professor.
Rosszon voltam rajta.
I had plans to rallies on Hogwarts.
Hogy vennek? Ne vegyenek már észre. Na.
Revelio.
It's a majestic sport. Encompasses the whole of a human.
Na, ez az. Haladunk.
Rather a lot like life, isn't it? Oh, I suppose I should pay closer attention in the next match.
Revelio. Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented the blue pattern.
is van ez. Pók. Maradja ott. Pók az a 8. 13, akkor az egyes az a hülye fej lesz. Azaz. A másik az a 3, akkor 11. Várjál, az melyik? Az a 2, 5, 9. Akkor az meg a sok fejű. Ez. Hoppá. Mi ez a ligilagi? Festmény, szuper. Persze, hogy nincs helyem. Több zöld, amit kidobhatok. Kéket nem dobok ki. Kaptam egy zöld sálat, nagyon jó. Hú, basszus. Mennyi az idő? Jó, van még egy kicsit nyomjuk.
Hello, Hamora.
Közben meg valaki észrevett, vagy... Jó, hogy simán elment mellettem, az tök jó.
Revelio.
Ó. Tök jó cuccok.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this
Az lesz majd még a kemény.
You, my
Azt tudom, hogy
friend, are a gentle person and a
kis állatkákat
and I have something to
összegyűjteni.
offer in exchange for your assistance.
Abból lehetnek
Now,
majd még jó
remember,
pénzeket
the
tolni.
moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Próbáljuk meg. Elméletileg itt, hogyha beszélek a...
Deke hasn't seen this many plants here before.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course.
Remétek tudsz küldit adni, nem? Vagy azzal csak haladni kell, és akkor lesz?
Actually, perhaps another time.
Mindegy, akkor már megnézem. Ezt az egyet tudom most főzni. Miért nem lehet az, hogy lefixálni, hogy ez mindig is így maradjon? Nem lehet olyat, hogy már pedig ez maradjon így, ahogy én beállítom. Majd én tudom azt, hogy mikor változtatom meg. Ott volt a mellette. Mindegy. Úgy is van, tab 3.
Revelio.
Mi a...
Revelio.
Ott is kettes lesz, gondolom. Az hát, meg ott is kettes lesz. Jó.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Frostborn was so much fun, wasn't it?
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor.
Kis pajkos.
You can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience.
Azt még nem oldottam fel.
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
A macskák. Nem? Egyszerű, sima macskák.
Couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Kemény gyerek, az megmondja.
Let's go.
Kis csíra. Védjük a gyengébbeket, ennyi.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald. The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Hey, over here. Come on.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back.
Na mi lesz ez? Griff. Mondd, hogy a Griff. Szasz. Csikócsőr. Mi a tököm? Hogy hívják? Hippogriff.
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seems to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I'm not sure that's such a good idea. The poachers seem a dangerous lot.
They don't scare me. Besides, I'd do anything to keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Meg akkor legalább el is adom a szarjaimat.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Welcome back. I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. I truly appreciate all of your help. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Thanks for stopping by. I must tell you, half of Hogsmeade's been by the shop asking about rumours of a broom upgrade. Without the information you provided, my work would have taken twice as long. Thank you again. It may sound ambitious, but I've already begun work on another upgrade, more difficult to perfect than the last. I wondered, would you be interested in joining forces again? There's another course near Arendale that Miss Reyes has mastered. If you were to test this first upgrade there, it may help me as I develop the next. Oh, you'll consider it, won't you?
Sounds as if you're really outdoing yourself. If I'm able to help, I will.
Thank you. I know this recent success was only the beginning of what I can do for Broomflight. Report back as soon as you can, and we'll be off to the races.
Revelio.
You're back. Nice to see you again.
Off to the races then. Revelio. 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 Revelio.
Érdekes.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade? Lumos. What do we have here? A demiguise. Lumos. Revelio.
Welcome to the Og's Head. Any empty seat is yours.
Mine now, demi-guys. Revelio.
A spot of failure is a good thing.
Sejtettem, hogy nem lesz olyan egyszerű. Hát ezt megcsinálom, aztán megyek is alukálni. A vodot azt meg majd YouTube-on lehet megtalálni. Legacy-ból megpróbálom azért mindegyiket rögtön fölnyomni, vágatlanul egyelőre, aztán majd lehet, hogy meg is fogom vágni később, de egyelőre. vágatlanul fölkerül. Még azon gondolkodtam, esetleg 15 másodpercesek, vagy 15 percesekre szétszedem. Nem tudom, mennyi értelme lenne.
Brilliant.
How did you get on with those tasks?
Madam Kagawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
Én voltam.
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work. Well done. Recommend that you practice your new spell.
Ez érdekes. Ez is jó. Mindegy, maradunk ennél. Ez hasznos. Amíg így kutagatok. Nem kort fogom kifejleszteni legelőször, mert az... Igen, ez az, amit már el kellett volna kezdeni. Na nézzük. Akkor ezek csak amiket most az skin. Mondjuk ez jól néz ki. Ez is jól néz ki. Akkor az nem kell. Na ez kurva jól néz ki. Lovag, basszeg. Jó, egy ideig ezt így kell tolni. Ez kurva jó.
Before taking it out into the world.
Revelio.
There you go. Catching on quickly. I think it's learned its lesson, but do continue to practice as long as you like. Kinesthesia is a powerful learning tool.
Ez a sárkány vérvédő köpenye. De hogy néz ki? még mennyi van? Nagyon kemény. Seprűből is kaptam valamit, ja. Gyorsan megnézzük. Ó, ez azért jól néz ki. Ebből nem. Jó. Na. Szemem már szétmegy. Az baj, hogy azért sem voltam a héten nagyon. Egyrészt, mert ugye csináltam a hákút. Ezt mindjárt megmutatom. Másrészt azért, mert olyan kötőhártyagyulladást kaptam, mint az állat. Ez tiszta vörösek voltak a szemeim. Most elméletileg de elmetek csak a bal szemem egy picit. Nem vészes. De kencézem, aztán jobb lesz. Jó, meg is van. Jó, meg is van. Kollégához átnyargalunk, ő most éppen PUBG-zik. Ja, jó lesz ő. Jó, köszi, hogy itt voltatok, köszi, hogy benéztetek, hogy néztetek, hogy követtek, hogy csíreltek, hogy minden. Ezer hála, és a mikrofont meg minél hamarabb le fogom cserélni. Mert borzasztóan fölbasz, szar a hang. Most két variáció van, ugye? Vagy egy hang, kártya külső, vagy pedig egy mikrofon. Mert most ez a... Vagy pedig mindkettő, de valószínű az új mikrofon, amit kinézek, annak már nem kell hangkártya. Na mindegy, úgyis észre fogjátok venni. Köszi, hogy itt voltatok. Sziasztok!
Az, ami neked jobb ablak, az nekem teljesen más.
Rá is elő, jó.